And good morning. Welcome into the Akron Fieldhouse here in Akron, Colorado in the 2012 Akron Invitational, big volleyball tournament featuring 6 teams. I'm Ben Black. I'm very glad to have coverage for you on ColoradoPreps.tv of this entire tournament. We kick off our action here on ColoradoPreps.tv this morning in Pool 1 between the Akron Rams and the Otis Bulldogs. Sorry, I got turned around here on our score sheet. This is a matchup between the number 1 team in Class 2A, the host Akron Rams, and the number 6 team in Class 1A, the Otis Bulldogs. Akron will be in the near court to kick things off here this morning. In the blue jerseys, the Otis Bulldogs will be in the red as we get ourselves underway here in this morning's action. Otis will play Frontier Academy up next, and Akron Frontier Academy is our third of pool play. Going on right now over on court number 2 here in the field house are the Yuma Indians and the Wiggins Tigers. The Simla Cubs, the other team that is in that pool. Carrie Sherman with the coverage on that one. The Otis Bulldogs coming off a 5-set matchup last night against the High Plains Patriots. They took that one in 5. That is league play that was out of the YWKC. Very important one, and now you have your really final opportunity for the Otis Bulldogs in out-of-league play. Same for the Akron Rams as they will set to do battle here this morning.
Akron Auto's proud to be the best pre-owned automobile dealership in northeastern Colorado. Quickly expanding, Akron Auto has 2 locations, the original on Highway 34 in Akron and a second on Highway 34 in Fort Morgan. Akron Auto wishes to thank local patrons for making their business possible and asks visitors to stop in and see what may be on the lot for you. Tax time is the perfect time to use your rebate on a car, truck, or SUV upgrade. Akron Auto, better for your budget.
And we're set to get underway here on ColoradoPreps.tv. The Otis Bulldogs will start with a serve in the hands of their freshman setter, Kylie Kuntz. The Akron Rams will field the serve on the near side with Sydney Merrill. A free ball, the result, going over from Megan Woods. Down the middle, Emily Palzer with a nice attack, down and in for a kill for the Otis Bulldogs here in the opening point of the matchup. Akron playing with just 6 players. They're also playing in the JV tournament and on the court right now, so they will start this match with 6 as the serve down the middle will be popped up and the far side swing deep from Merrill. Kept in play by the Otis Bulldogs, and Haley Patterson hammering it into the block at the net. Patterson again on the right post, crawls the net court and drops it down. The Otis Bulldogs take the opening 2 points of this contest. Kuntz's serve into the net. Just when it looked like Otis was going to be able to start with a nice roll, they give the momentum right away on that service error. And the serve will come from the Akron Rams down the middle. That serve came from Jordan Barron. A free ball over from Patterson. Dug up back row by Vasquez. Set down the middle for Glosson. Glosson tips it to the line and drops it in to even us up at 2 apiece. The serve into the net, so both teams starting off their offense on a 2-0 run and then giving it away on a service error. The Otis Bulldogs will give the serve into the hands of, that was Flagger, I believe, with the serve. 3 free back over from the Otis Bulldogs. Popped up back row by Vasquez. Far side, Merrill with the cross shot, drops it down and in for a kill. So we're even at 3 apiece. And Megan Woods will take the serve for the Akron Lady Rams. Woods, off-speed serve, far side, too wide now. So both teams playing like it's 9 a.m. So serve for the Otis Lady Bulldogs goes on the far side. The big attack hammered down and in for a kill by Sydney Merrill. So 4-4 goes our tally. Come serve hammered down the middle. Kuntz underneath it. She'll shoot it off near side. Big attack from Davis is out, and Akron takes a 5-4 advantage, their first lead of the match. No, it got overruled. So give the point over to Otis. The swing was down in, and it's 5-4 Bulldogs. Served by Patterson down the near side. Popped up back row. Set it up for Vasquez. Her attack crawling the net cord. Dug out by Patterson back row, and Schaffert bangs it off the block of the net. Dug out back row, set far side, and tip off speed by Vasquez, and then freed over by Kuntz. Popped up high by Woods. Christensen underneath it goes far side. The big attack deep once again from Merrill. Dug out back row by Patterson. Near side push over the top of the block of the net by Schaffert at the net. Christensen will set up for Gloss and punches it over the top of the block and down to even it up at 5 apiece here in set one. It's the 2012 Akron Invitational, the last major tournament of the year out here in eastern Colorado. Glosson with a serve for Akron and an ace. That will give Akron now officially their first lead of the match at 6-5. Glosson, short, and it got down again. That's back-to-back aces that the Akron Rams have tallied off. And they're up by 2. Serve short into the net, so back-to-back aces followed by an error. Hands the serve over to the Otis Bulldogs. Line serve down the middle, popped up by Woods, back onto the Otis side, and punched down by Schaffert. And just like that, the Otis Bulldogs have come back and tied it at 7. Serve for the Otis Lady Bulldogs goes in the hands of Mallory Noble. Her serve misplayed, and that'll go down as an ace. And Otis has run off 3 straight after Akron ran off 3 straight. Neither going to let the other get too far away. The matchup of the defending 1A champs and the defending 2A runners-up. Serve 2 deep and out, so we're even at 8, 16 points in, and the serve goes over to Carly Christensen for the Akron Lady Rams. Christensen lines the ball down the middle, popped up back row. Back set to Kelsey Davis. She's blocked back by the team of Bear and Vasquez, and then a free ball by Palzer deep. Popped up. Woods will set it up far side. Left-handed swing inside the antenna by Vasquez. Set it up and crawling the net cord went Palzer. Popped up back row by Christensen. Back row set for Sydney Merrill. Her attack dug out back row set near side Schaffert, and in the net on the set went the Otis Bulldogs. So Akron takes a 9-8 lead. Christensen takes a serve and lines it down the middle once again. Popped up back row, set up, and the cross shot from Palzer deep. Dug out back row, and the setup coming, and no, and the Otis Bulldogs take the point on an in-the-net violation for Akron to even us up at 9 apiece. Line serve will come down the middle, popped up back row, back set near side. Vasquez into the block, popped up by Palzer. Kept in play, shoot set back over by Kuntz deep. Popped up by Woods, far side. Merrill, no Vasquez with the cross shot. Dug out and then a flat free over by Schaffert. Merrill pops it out. Set down the middle for Bear, and Bear puts it down and in for a kill, and Akron takes a 10-9 advantage. Vasquez with the running short, pumped up by Patterson on the front row, set it up in the attack, banged off the block at the net by Palzer, and Otis has tied it at 10. This is what we expected between these two teams. Now it'll be interesting to see as these two teams adjust. This has potential to be one of the best matchups of the day, and it's our opening one. Serve down the middle, fielded by Vasquez, bump set, and then a flat free played over by Merrill. Dug out back row by Noble, set down the middle for Palzer, banged off the block of the net, kept up high by Christensen. Set down the middle for Bear. Bear to the back line, dropped it in for a kill. She give herself the serve, and she floats it down the middle. Popped up by Patterson. Set to Patterson on the post. Over the top of the block of the net. Ball popped up back row. Set far side. Big swing banged off the block by Merrill. Merrill will get another swing. Hit the big cross and drop it in. No, the block in the net. Doesn't matter either way. It was an Akron point. It's just a statistical figure there. The Akron Lady Rams now lead 12-10. Float serve far side by Bear. Palzer tipping the attack into the block of Glosson at the net, and a free ball over by Kuntz. Down the middle goes Glosson with the attack, and down and in for a kill it goes, and we have our first 3-point lead of the match at 13-10 for the Akron Lady Rams. Serve floated deep. Patterson with a nice swing, split the block, and ends the run for the Rams. 13-11. Bulldogs give the serve to Emily Palzer. Palzer knocking it down the middle. Set up on the far side. Nice shot down the line and in for a kill by Sydney Glosson. Give the serve to her setter, Megan Woods. 14-11. Floater down the middle, popped up by Patterson. Free ball will be the result from the Otis Bulldogs. Far side set, and a big hammer drop down by Sydney Merrill. Them Akron girls can bring it. And Merrill gets set up nicely to make it 15-11 here in set one. Ball floated on the far side off the serve of Woods. Set it up for Patterson. Poked into the block. Kept in play, but can't get a third over and down. And it's 16-11 Akron. Onto the floor for the Otis Lady Bulldogs comes Carly Flagger. Line serve down the middle will go down as an ace. And it's now 17-11. Timeout taken by the Otis Lady Bulldogs.
Here's a simple math problem. What's 1 + 1? 2, you say? Not at Bank of Colorado. Here, 1 + 1 add up to free. Because our personal free checking and personal free collection give you twice as much free. You'll start with free checking, free online banking, free telebank access, free PIN pay, no service fees, and more. And when you add on, you'll get a free savings account, free appraisal with your next mortgage, and more. So if you're into free, apply today to open a new account by visiting bankofcolorado.com, where 1 + 1 equals free. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This brought
17-11 in favor of the host Akron Rams here on ColoradoPreps.tv. Rams with a serve out of the Otis Bulldog timeout. It'll be floated short. Ball popped up back row, set up in the big attack, hammered into the block at the net, kept up by Otis. Shoot it off into the hands of Patterson. And then back down the middle and into the back corner goes Sydney Glosson, make it 18-11. Serve will come from the Akron Rams once again. Popped up back row, Noble with the swing. She's blocked at the net. Ball popped up high and back onto the Akron side. Far side set for Merrill, and she puts it down 19-11. Otis Bulldogs will bring on Lisette Burgess here in set one, replacing Kuntz. Line serve short, popped up back row, set it up on the far side. Burgess, and a free ball will come back onto the Akron side. Far side set for Merrill. Big hammer drop down again. It's 20-11. Quickly back on came Kuntz. The Akron Rams are on a 7-0 run here. Set up for Noble, her cross attack, dug out by Merrill, tipped over by Glosson, kept in play for Otis, and the punch back over by Patterson will end up dropping down and end in the 7-0 run. Lines her deep. Caught the back line and in for an ace. So Kuntz picking up the ace, cutting the lead down to 7. Kuntz with the floater deep. It'll be played this time by Bear. Set it up and the attack banged off the block at the net and down. Noble stuffing back Merrill to cut the lead back down to 6. Kuntz. Line shot down the middle. Popped up high, set up in the attack, banged off the block at the net by Glosson. Big swing by Patterson using the block and dropping it down. So Haley Patterson cuts the lead down to 5 with another kill, 20-15. Akron Rams continue to chat about a floater deep. Off the serve, set near side by Merrill, and Merrill will bang that one down and end the run. 4-0 run, but Akron maintains the 6-point advantage here in game 1. Merrill lines the jump serve deep, too deep and out. Patterson, floater short, popped up by Merrill, back row. Bumps that up in the attack, hammered down deep, dug out back row by the Bulldogs, and the cross shot by Schaffert down near the Akron bench, and it will go in for a kill. Patterson. Floating serve near side, popped up by Merrill, set far side. Vasquez blocked at the net by Noble, and Otis is back within 3, 21-18. Patterson, short serve, fielded for Akron by Woods, set far side, and the attack by Vasquez hammered into the net. And a timeout going to be taken by the Akron Rams as they find themselves in a bad position as their run and lead is evaporated to 2.
This broadcast of high school sports is being brought to you courtesy of the Alan Bear Agency of Akron. In times of such economic uncertainty, let Alan Bear and his staff serve as stability when it comes to your insurance needs. With years of experience serving their community with products in auto, home, and life insurance, the Alan Bear Agency is also available for farm, crop, business, and health insurance as well. Give Alan and his team a call today at 970-345-2310 or stop into 142 Adams in Akron to see how the Alan Bear Agency can serve you.
Akron's lead cut down to 2, 21-19 here in set 1. The Otis Bulldogs gave up a 7-0 run to Akron, but have come pulling back. A 4-point run and now a 3-point run. They're out of the timeout. Continuing with the serve in the hands of Haley Patterson, their junior. Short serve, popped up, back row, set it up, cross shot, dropped down and in for a kill. So that timeout worked well. Sydney Glosson coming up with a kill to make it 22-19. And Glosson takes a serve. She'll float it short, popped up, back row, set it up for Noble, rejected back by Vasquez, and that timeout really got the momentum going the way of the Akron Lady Rams. A timeout now taken by the Otis Bulldogs.
Today I'm covering a developing story at a Case IH dealership. For more, let's talk to Jim, a sales rep. Jim, what's all the commotion?
Well, folks have heard about the big savings on next season's Case IH combines and tractors.
Thanks, Jim. We'll continue to monitor this developing story.
Head to your local Case IH dealer for the year's best prices and to ensure on-time delivery. For more, visit caseih.com.
Or visit Farmers Implement of Yuma, Colorado.
23-19 Akron. The Otis Bulldogs out of timeouts. Akron down to 1 here in game number 1. Best 3 of 5 in the opening matchup of the Akron Invitational here at the Fieldhouse. Serve will be floated deep, popped up back row by Patterson, set it up in the attack, banged off the block at the net by Davis, and out off of Davis, and it is set point for the Akron Lady Rams at 24-19. Serve from Glosson deep, popped up back row, shoot set onto the near side, Davis puts it down the line, dug out back row by Akron, and the attack from Merrill banged off the block at the net, can't be dug out cleanly, and the Akron Lady Rams take the opening set by the tally of 25-19. We'll come back and have set 2 after this at the 2012 Akron Invitational on ColoradoPreps.tv. Glosson Construction is your one-stop shop with concrete work, drywall, flooring, roofing, and stucco. Everything including the final finishing nail handle projects throughout northeastern Colorado. You need to get in touch with Rick at Glosson Construction, located at 801 East 4th Street in Akron. If Rick can't build it, no one can. Call 970-345-2087. From start to finish, trust Glosson Construction as your one-stop shop for construction. Call 970-345-2087. Since 1968, Interstate Irrigation on East Highway 34 has been providing our community with municipal and agricultural parts and service. Interstate Irrigation uses only high-quality parts, including chem valves, butterfly valves, water meters, all types and sizes of gaskets, water screening systems, and various sizes of professional-grade galvanized dog legs. Interstate Irrigation will go far and wide to help keep your water and sewer system functioning at the highest possible level. Whether you need parts, service, or simply an answer to a question, call 848-5809 and let Ward or Ray at Interstate Irrigation fill all your system needs. You're looking for a used car, but you don't really trust those used car dealers. At Ertl Brothers Discount Auto in Sterling, trust is not an issue. At Ertl Brothers Discount Auto, every vehicle is fully inspected before it goes out on the lot, so you don't have to worry about buying that lemon. For your convenience of shopping, Ertl Brothers Discount Auto is available online anytime at ebautos.com. They understand that not everyone works 9 to 5, so they'll even set up private appointments to work with your schedule. Visit Ertl Brothers Discount Auto, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 9 to 4.
Everybody knows that when a great opportunity, like an iPhone, presents itself, you grab it. Somebody says they've got tickets to the big game and can't go, you grab the tickets. Somebody tells you that you can get an iPhone at a special price, you grab it. And it's true. For a limited time, Viero has iPhones for only $79.99. And we'll even pay your early termination fees up to $200 when you switch to Viero. All that and coverage you can count on. So hurry into Viero today. Your iPhone is here. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Get your DVD copies of the events you're seeing live online at BigTimeSmallTown.com. Hi, I'm Ben Blecka, owner, founder, and one of the talents of Big Time Small Town Media. Very glad you're enjoying the broadcast we're bringing to you live online. But don't forget you can have this broadcast whenever and wherever you want with a purchase of the DVD from Big Time Small Town Media. Go to www.BigTimeSmallTown.com. There you can check out all of the games that we've got from any past tournaments. We've been doing this for just more than a year, and Big Time Small Town Media is proud to be more than sports. We're community. We head to the second. 25-19, the Akron Lady Rams take the opening set here at the Akron Invitational. I'm Ben Blecka. The Akron Lady Rams now in the far court here in set number 2, and they will have the serve in the hands of Bear to kick the set off, and she serves it too deep and out. So the Otis Bulldogs, like in set 1, take the opening point. And I'll hand the serve to Emily Palzer, and Palzer will line the ball far side. Dugout back row. The attack knocked off the block at the net, bumps that high, and Patterson angled deep. Dugout back row by the Akron Rams, and the attack hammered deep by Merrill, and the ball misplayed on the front row, and we're even at 1. Service ace will come for the Akron Lady Rams, make it 2-1. And another serve is overpassed to make it 3-1 as Sydney Merrill knocks it down. We've got a injury on the Otis Lady Bulldogs side. I believe a bloody nose from Antonia Schaffert. Out of the brief timeout to make sure her nose is taken care of, the Akron Lady Rams stuffed down a tip attack attempt to make it 4-1 here in set 2. Woods with the serve, fielded by Palzer back row, set over the net by Coons. Set down the middle of the attack, hammered deep by Glosson. Ball popped up high by Otis and freed over by Patterson. Set onto the near side. Big swing down and in for a kill by Merrill. Make it 5-1 Akron. Short serve by Woods. Popped up back row by Patterson. Set near side. Patterson tips it line. Dugout back row. Short set down the middle. The big attack deep. Caught the back line from Glosson. 6-1. Woods with the serve deep, popped up by Palzer, Patterson, and then Kuntz with a free ball over. Dugout back row set down the middle, and the nice shot. The running approach and cross attack by Merrill makes it 7-1. The Akron Lady Ram team has taken a huge step from 2 weeks ago at the NJC tournament where they were very good, and they're showing a whole new level right here in this set. Burgess with the attack, too wide and out for Otis, make it 8-1, and back on will come Mallory Noble. Short serve, diving dig by Palzer, over checked up on the front row. Set it up in the big attack by Merrill, blocked back at the net by Noble, and that will end the run. A 6-0 run for the Akron Lady Rams has them up 8-2. Serve goes into the hands of Kylie Kuntz, and it'll be floated short, diving dig back over, and Patterson. It was an inadvertent whistle. She cleanly blocked that ball. So we'll replay the 8-2 serve. Float serve, short, popped up, back row, set near side, tip attack by Glosson into the block at the net, and that'll be a left ball on the Akron Rams trying to keep it in play. Kylie Kuntz will take the serve. Kuntz down the far line, dug out back row, set it up in the attack over the block at the net and down and in for a kill for Sydney Merrill. She went off speed. A timeout taken by the Otis Lady Bulldogs down here in set number 2.
Ice and Oil has been supporting our community for over 65 years and is the leading supplier in propane, Sinclair diesel and gas, Chevron oils, greases, and lubricants, and a variety of tires and Delco batteries. Located on Highway 34 in Otis and Plattner, Ice and Oil is your #1 source for diesel, oil, gas, and propane needs. For all those road trip adventures through Northeast Colorado, they offer 24-hour pay-at-the-pump gas and diesel services. Ice and Oil, American product, American quality, affordable prices.
Akron Lady Rams on a roll here in set number 2. When you take it from 13-11 in set 1, it's a 21-11 advantage for Akron over the last almost full set. Sydney Merrill will take the serve after the Otis Bulldogs take the first time out. She comes up with an ace to make it 10-3. Doubling up Otis over the last 33. Jump serve from Merrill, popped up back row by Palzer, chased down by Kuntz, and a flat free down the line from Patterson. Dug out back row, set down the near side. Vasquez down the line and in for a kill. Alley makes it an 8-point lead for the Akron Rams. Already up a set. Merrill. Illegal lineup for the Akron Lady Rams on the serve, so point goes the way of Otis to make it 11-4. Patterson with the serve, far side, popped up by Merrill, back row, set near side, Vasquez, angled far. Popped up, back to Schaffer. She crawls the net cord, dug out by Vasquez, set near side for Vasquez. Alley goes down the line. Palzer with the dig, set far side. Schaffer pushes it inside the block and down. The Otis Bulldogs trying to power back here in set 2. Far line, popped up back row. Set it up, and Glosson bangs it off the block at the net. Comes up with the kill to make it 12-5. Hands a serve to Carly Christensen. Fielded by Schaffert, played out of the net by Kuntz, and a free over by Patterson. Chance for the Akron Rams. Vasquez having to venture to her left to get the ball played deep, and that results in a free ball toward the back corner from Emily Palzer for Otis that makes it Otis's serve down 12-6. Mallory Noble takes the serve. Noble putting it down the middle, ball played off the ceiling, and a free ball will be played short. Checked up back row by Patterson, set down the middle. Palzer tipping line, missed line. Otis can't sustain any sort of run here in set 2 like they did in set 1. Christensen with the serve deep, ball popped up back row. Set it up in the attack from Palzer, banged into the block of Bear at the net, and down on the Otis side, 14-6. Attack knocked deep and down and in for a kill for the Otis Bulldogs. It's 14-7. Ball line deep, popped up back row by Merrill. Set up on the near side, down the line and in for a kill. Goes Bear. Jordan Bear makes it 15-7. Jump serve, knocked down the middle, split the back row of the Otis Bulldogs for an ace, make it 16-7. Here in set two is Akron cruising. Short serve, miss dug over out ace. Up by 10 go the Akron Lady Rams. The line serve will be another ace, 18-7, and a timeout going to be taken by the Otis Bulldogs.
Insurance is something we all need in our lives, and it's nice to know that when you're in need of insurance, you can count on the expertise of Dave and Linda Frank at Main Street Insurance. 20 years experience will reassure you that the friendly folks at Main Street Insurance will help you find the crop, auto, home, farm, or life insurance that fits your needs. Give Main Street Insurance a call at 848-5382 or stop by 400 South Main in Yuma. Insurance with a personal touch. Who would have thought of that?
The Akron Lady Rams in complete control here in set two as the Otis Bulldogs are out of timeouts. Akron up by 11, 18-7. Line serve down the middle, splits the back row for another ace. That's 4 aces in the last 5 serves. As Akron's now up 19-7. Jump serve hammered deep, dug up back row by Patterson, bumps that up high, and a free ball by Palzer play deep. Checked up back row by Glosson, set on the near side. Merrill banged off the block at the net, 27. Vasquez hammers a serve into the net and ends the run. Schaffert will take the serve for the Otis Lady Bulldogs. And she'll float the ball far side, popped up back row by Bear. Bear hammering it off the block at the net, and the Akron Lady Rams are cruising here in the second. Line serve down the middle, popped up by Schaffert, set up by Coons, far side Patterson. Her cross shot drops down. Float serve, short, dug out back row. Set over the net by the Akron Lady Rams. Far side set for Patterson. She clips the block at the net, dug out by Merrill. Bumps that high down the middle for Glosson, and Glosson puts it down and in for a kill. Make it 22-9 in favor of the Akron Lady Rams. The Akron JV won their first pool play match. Line serve down the middle, fielded by Patterson, back row. Set it up, and Kuntz will punch it over the top of the block in the net. Ball dug out back row. And down and in for a kill. A little bit. Line serve deep, popped up back row. The hammer knocked deep from the Otis Bulldogs into the block and down on the Akron side. Serve into the net for Kylie Kuntz. And it's set points at 24-10 for the Akron Lady Rams. Float serve popped up. Back row, not cleanly, and that will end the set 25-10 in favor of the Akron Lady Rams. 25-19, 25-10. We'll go to the third next on ColoradoPreps.tv.
Whether you need an operating loan, real estate mortgage, equipment loan, or need capital for expansion, Premier Farm Credit has the loan products to meet your agricultural financing needs. Loan decisions are made locally by experienced professional lenders who understand agriculture. We invite you to compare your loan to a Premier Farm Credit loan. We're confident that you'll find our products, price, and value to be the best in the marketplace. Call me, Ryan Rasmussen, at 522-2330 for all your ag financing needs. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
For too long, we've spent our weekends searching for the right tool when we should have been using the right tool. It's time to go to Ace. We'll find Craftsman tools the second we walk in. We can fix that wobbly table and still have time for televised sports. Get your weekend back.
Ace is the place for Craftsman tools.
With 2 locations to better serve you in Ray and Yuma, visit Quality Farm and Ranch, open 7 to 7 each Monday through Saturday and on Sunday from 9:30 till 5:30.
Ace, the helpful place.
Citto has been a staple in eastern Colorado since 1971. Since 1977, Citto has been your place to go for trusses, wall panels, and buildings. With state-of-the-art equipment allowing Citto to stay on top of the truss industry, Citto wants you to know that while the economy has affected everybody, it's allowed them to provide some different services while being able to maintain their spot as one of the top truss manufacturers in Colorado. Contact Citto Building Components out of Otis at 800-925-3207. That's Citto, proud to support eastern Colorado.
With more than 30 years in business, Pro Sports is the only place teams need to go to outfit for this season. A complete supplier of team athletic apparel, teams get their uniforms and equipment at a team discounted price. Outfit your team with Pro Sports, located in downtown Sterling, but a proud supplier to teams from all across Colorado. Pro Sports offering team discounts. Call now, 970-522-8545, and outfit your team today. Pro Sports, your team source.
We go to the third, 25-19, 25-10. Akron on top of Otis here in the Akron Invitational. I'm Ben Bleckett. Glad you've joined us for the Akron Invite as Yuma Wiggins, the other matchup that's playing right now. Schaffert starting with the serve for Otis, and just like in the first 2 sets, Otis takes the opening point. This one on an ace. They've not been able to get the run going their way after that. Kuntz with the serve down the near side, popped up by Vasquez, set near side, big cross attack down and in for a kill by Bear, and that's part of the reason is Akron's power has completely overwhelmed the Otis defense so far. Bear with the jump serve, deep, too deep and out. Didn't see many service errors in that second set from the Akron Lady Rams. That's why they won it in such dominating fashion. Emily Palzer with the serve, line down the near side, ball dug out back row, set up, and then the free ball played over by Merrill. Set up onto the near side, Patterson over the top of the block of the net, dug out back row, and the tip attempt down by Woods, dug out right into the radar zone of Glosson, squares us at 2. Megan Woods takes a serve for the Akron Lady Rams. Fielded back row. Set it up in the attack from Noble. Popped up high. Couldn't get a third hit on it. Nice dive to get a second, but Otis takes a 3-2 advantage. Merrill with the attack for the Akron Lady Rams off the block of the Bulldogs. And a free ball deep by Davis. Down the middle set and a 4-hit violation for Bear. Otis takes a 4-2 advantage. Set up in the big attack, knocked deep, dugout back row. The attack knocked into the net by the Otis Bulldogs, 4-3. Line serve by Merrill, drops in for an ace, and we're square up at 4. Merrill, arc shot, knocked deep. Set up in a free ball, tipped over by Davis. Far side set, banged off the block at the net by Vasquez, and it drops down. Otis takes a 5-4 advantage. Patterson serve. The attack hammered off the block by Glosson, and we're square at 5. Davis tips the ball deep, dugout back row. The Otis Bulldogs, after a block, will free it over in deep. Ball popped up back row. Back onto the Otis side. Noble crawling the net into the block. Ball back onto the Akron side. Far side set for Vasquez. Her hammer deep. Dugout by Patterson back row, and Palzer knocks it deep. Dugout by Glosson back row. Down the middle, Bear with the big swing. 6-5. Akron takes the advantage. Service error for Akron will tie us up at 6 again here in the third. At the net, the Akron Rams trying to block the attack from the Otis Bulldogs, and it goes down on their side, so Otis takes a 7-6 advantage. Short serve by Noble. Popped up back row. Far side set, the attack down from Bear. Dugout back row, and Patterson will punch it over in short. Woods up, Christensen sets for a back row swing from Merrill, hammered into the net, and Otis takes an 8-6 advantage. Float serve short, popped up back row by Merrill, set it up for Vasquez. She'll hammer it deep, dug back onto the Akron side, and a lift ball on the block gives Akron the serve. Down 8-7, but up 2-0. Now they say no, it wasn't a lift ball. The officials have overruled, and because of the inadvertent whistle, the down official said, well, I saw that as another way, and they converse, so we'll replay 8-6. Noble with the serve. Ball popped up back row by Merrill. Set far side. Off the block at the net goes Bear. And the free ball will come over from Schaffer. Ball set far side. Vasquez with the ball knocked down. Set over the net by Palzer. Kept in play. Bumps it up high, and down the middle goes Bear. And Akron will end up getting the point on the replay with some very powerful offense. Jump serve short, popped up back row by Patterson. Schafford will knock it deep, popped up high by Merrill. Vasquez flat free, knocked deep. Dugout back row. Set up in the punch tack down the line from Davis. Ball dug out. Tip back over and in the net went the Otis block, so we're tied at 8. Line serve too wide and out from Christensen, so Otis takes the advantage back, 9-8. Davis steps up, lines the ball too wide and out, so back-to-back service errors. We get a sub on as Carly Flagger will come in on the back row for Kelsey Davis. 9-all, Allie Vasquez with the serve. She'll knock it far side and drop it in for an ace. It's been one good service run in each set that has given Akron the control to be up 2-0. Vasquez will line the ball down the middle once again, fielded by Patterson. Set it up, Patterson deep, too deep and out. And Akron starting to get that run right here, and a quick timeout taken by Bonnie Kuntz of the Otis Bulldogs, as she doesn't want to let this one get too far away.
With this horrible heat and lack of rain, it causes more worry than ever for farmers trying to make a living. And at Valley, we care about our farmers, and we want to make keeping the crops watered as painless and stress-free as possible. Valley has the new Field Commander technology that'll help take the guesswork out of farming by letting you know right away with a text message if your pivot has stopped working. In today's busy world, Valley wants to be sure to stay on top of things with the most up-to-date technology. So call Quality Irrigation in Yuma today for all your pivot needs. Valley, the leader in precision irrigation.
Akron Lady Rams up 2-0 and 11-9 out of the Otis Bulldog timeout. Allie Vasquez will continue with the serve for the Akron Lady Rams. Vasquez, short serve, drops it in for another ace. It was 4 aces and 5 serves for Akron last set that helped propel them to the 25-10 win. It was 4 aces in the entire first set for Akron that helped them to the 25-19 win. Merrill putting the ball down the line, hit the antenna, so the run will end at just a small 3-0 run for Akron. Schaffert will line the ball down the far side. Popped up by Glosson, set it up for Merrill, off speed, knocked deep. Dug up by Patterson, near side set for Patterson, too close to the net. Minor miscues by a very young Otis Bulldog team, and Akron very experienced, taking advantage with some runs of their own. Bear with the serve, floated down the far side, set up in the big attack. Knocked down by Palzer, kept in play. The diving dig on the front row by Megan Woods crawls the net cord and drums. That was one of the more spectacular luck shots you're going to get. She's got to keep the ball in play and hope something good happened. It most certainly did there for Akron. 14-10. Line down the middle. Ball set up for Patterson. She uses the block at the net. And the serve will come from Palzer. Ball dug up back row, set it up, and the ball popped up high on the Otis side. Attack knocked deep, dug out back row for Akron. Down the middle goes Glosson. Block back, popped up by Vasquez. Merrill on the post, uses the block and the line to come up with the kill, 15-11. Set up the attack, knocked back row, popped up high. The ball knocked deep, dug out back row, and the Otis Bulldogs will turn and pop it back over. Kept up by the Akron Lady Rams. Free ball played deep. Popped up high, and the attack hammered deep by Schaffert. Dug out back row. Set back, knocked into the far side. The attack knocked deep once again. Popped up back row, set it up far side. Merrill tips it down the line. All dug out back row, set back for Patterson. Her attack knocked down the line once again. Set up and a big swing by Glosson, too big and out. So the Otis Bulldogs back within 3. (15-12) Akron here in the third. Line down the middle, Woods pops it up, sets it up for Merrill. Tip into the block at the net, and then she was in the net. So within 2 come the Otis Bulldogs. And Kylie Kuntz with the serve. Short, popped up back row. Set up in the attack, knocked off the block at the net by Glosson and down the Akron Lady Rams. Back up by 3 here in the third. Akron Rams essentially get an ace there as it'll go 17-13. They're 8 away from taking this in a sweep. Merrill, overpass on the receive. Christensen will set it up for Glosson, who will put it down to make it 18-13. Serve from Merrill deep and out. So ends the run, and it's just been a handful of 3-0 runs for the Akron Lady Rams to give them their advantage. Patterson will step up with the serve, floats it short, popped up back row, set it up down the middle. Vasquez hammers it in for a kill. They're going to say in the net went the Akron Lady Rams to make it 18-15. Patterson with the serve on the near side, set up in a back row swing into the net by Glosson, and within 2 come the Akron Lady Rams, or the Otis Lady Bulldogs of the Akron Lady Rams once again. Patterson lines the ball down the middle. Attack deep. Too deep and out. Did it catch the... No, it did not. And Otis within 1, and a timeout taken by Akron as they're seeing their lead diminish.
With this horrible heat and lack of rain, it causes more worry than ever for farmers trying to make a living. In the Valley, we care about our farmers, and we want to make keeping the crops watered as painless and stress-free as possible. Valley has the new Field Commander technology that'll help take the guesswork out of farming by letting you know right away with a text message if your pivot has stopped working. In today's busy world, Valley wants to be sure to stay on top of things with the most up-to-date technology. So call Quality Irrigation in Yuma today for all your pivot needs. Valley, the leader in precision irrigation.
Out of the timeout, either team burning 1 here in the third. Akron still up by 1 and 2 sets to none. Patterson will line the ball down the near side. Popped up high, back row, set it up, and banged through the block at the net and down by Sydney Merrill. Big players step up in big opportunities, and Merrill just stepped up big right there. Hands a serve to Sydney Glosson. Glosson floats the serve short, popped up back row by Palzer. Set up in the attack from Schaffert, crawling the net cord. Nicely kept up on the front row by Bear, and she'll punch it back deep. Checked up high, back row, set near side. Big swing, Schaffert off the block of Bear at the net. Tipped down the line by Davis, popped up high by Merrill. Set up for a back row attack, and it'll be knocked deep. Dug out right back into the radar zone of Bear, and the Akron Rams go up 20-17. Took the first 2 sets, 20-19 and 20-10. Had a 7-0 run and a 6-0 run in that second set. Incredibly dominant in that one. Glosson with the serve for the Akron Lady Rams. Overpass and the bump up and hammered down from Bear. Grows that lead back out to 4. And Otis, I believe, no, they're going to let this one go one more. Thought Bonnie Kuntz is, now she will. She stood up, sat down, and now she stands up again, and she wants to talk this one over, down by 4 in the third.
For certified windshield repair and replacement, you already know to call Smart Parts in Sterling. But what about grill guards, running boards, and other truck accessories, such as BW hitches and 3M clear protective coating for any vehicle? Smart Parts has what you're looking for. Ask about the Vortex system, used for sprayed-on truck liners to protect your truck bed from wear and tear while enhancing the beauty of your truck. For these and other services, see Smart Parts at 530 6th Avenue in Sterling or call 522-5399.
The South Platte
Akron 4 points away from taking this one in a sweep, up 21-17. Here in the third, the line judge was taking her time getting back to her position. So they'll have to replay the point. So now Glosson will serve officially, given the go-ahead. Line down the middle, popped up back row by Paulzer, kept in play by Otis, and under the net into an Akron player went one of the Otis Bulldogs to make it 22-17. Glosson floats the serve short, popped up. The attack from Schaffert block kept in play by Baird. Christensen with the bump set and Merrill with the free ball. Diving dig out by Patterson and a flat angle over by Schaffert, popped up by Merrill. Set far side, Vasquez, the lefty onto the near side, popped up by Schaffert. The set and the tip down the line by Noble. Kept up by the Akron Rams, shoot back to the post. Vasquez crawling the net coordinate, dropped down and in for a kill. Make it 23-17. Akron 2 away from taking this one in a sweep. Our second match will feature Otis and Frontier Academy. Floater, far side, popped up. Set it up for the big swing by Schaffert. Rejected back by Bear, and it's match points for the Akron Lady Rams at 24-17. Serve deep from Glosson, 2 deep and out, so they'll have to do it on the defensive side while the Akron Lady Rams line serve deep, 2 deep and out, and that will end the match at 25-18. The Akron Lady Rams beat the Otis Bulldogs 25-19, 25-10, 25-18, go to 1-0 here in their own tournament. The Akron Rams will play Frontier Christian later. Otis plays Frontier Christian coming up next. I'm Ben Blecka on ColoradoPreps.tv.
The South Platte Sentinel has been serving Sterling and Logan County for more than 25 years, and they're proud to do it with accuracy, efficiency, and the most comprehensive local news, sports, and opinion you'll find anywhere. The South Platte Sentinel is available every Wednesday on your doorstep or online anytime at southplattesentinel.com. You can also check out the latest news and updates anytime on Facebook. Just visit the South Platte Sentinel Facebook page. The South Platte Sentinel, a proud supporter of Logan County.